theory here is into the Fury, and Renekton has a lot of value, that Miasma are going to be incredibly powerful. And I also feel like the Miasma would do pretty well into Silas as well. They end up going for the Galio. I just feel like the value of the Shen Cassiopeia is kind of going up.
Oh,
that's not Ash.
Ogma for Kuma, that is not a pick I associate with him at all.
Lulu Shen. Oh, man.
It's G2.
They're here on our road to MSI. What are they doing here? And why did they summon for HLE?
It's so incredibly powerful. And if you go for the Lucian pick here, you were just so heavily outscaled, and there's so many tools to stop you from bursting the target. I don't think you could do it. I don't think you could run that here. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, you're playing this short-ranged melee composition into Shen, Cassiopeia, Cog, Lulu. And just...
I think there is a lot of power in the early game for T1 in the bottom and default free win lane, especially into the Lulu with this combo, but it is quite potent, and if there's some jungle attention down there, they can pull ahead. And obviously the Renekton, they really levels into the Shen, is going to have a much better time. Okay.
That's how the trade is supposed to look. Dodging quite a lot. Oner, he's like, huh, what's going on over here?
Blink and you'll miss it. A bit of a menace here. He has Prio in mid and top, so he can play this out 1v1.
Yeah, 1v1 so far. Kanavi kind of bleeding out, though. Eventually is going to have to hop over to Zeka. Gets pretty low, but not really any danger of dying.
Does get away. He's going to stick to the Krugs.
I think this was such an unforced error because you'd gotten the Krugs, you'd gotten out. You could have just gone back to your jungle and cleared it, and Oner's not going to cross over and challenge until you went for that heavy trade onto him.
And now it's going to start taxing top lane.
Kanavi getting pretty low here as the flash comes in, but it's not going to land. And once again, Oner finds himself in the same spot as game number 2, this time a little bit earlier, and the same result. First blood goes over to Kanavi. Meanwhile, Faker, no flash, but
the stakes are so incredibly high. Oner going to look for a bit of a steal away here, potentially. Does not have flash, so I think he's going to have to leave.
Yeah, he's alone. That is Cassiopeia. You must leave the pit.
Yeah.
Plus Cogball and comps in the past. And
yeah, I saw
you
one
guys are going to get to see it.
At first stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went really well for that team.
It did. Nice dodge here from Faker. We do have Kanavi, though, on the chase. No more taunts is coming in. The kick is there! And one more Fang. Faker's put in the back of Faker.
It will come at a heavy cost if it does not work.
Well, here comes Kanavi. He says, I'm going to try to take one of these with me. Going for the trade into Oner. There's the Shen shield as the kick comes in. Oner in a bit of trouble. The Q is not going to land. Which is, you know, if you think about the engage of T1, it's like Galio.
100%. That was, I mean...
Not going to work. They're going to try to turn into a dragon take, but... Shen, no ult, but has TP.
It's going to come down to a flip, and it does go the way of Oner. As Kanavi looked like he was a bit early on that one.
Big wave doesn't quite land it. Now they're Faker in trouble.
Yeah, Faker's in a lot of trouble. No flash here, no help either. As his jungler is doing, you guessed it, the Krugs. This time on the other side, he is going to try to jump away, dies in midair.
Aguma is 0-0-0, but he is going to be a massive threat later on.
Well, one thing I'll say is that there's always a way.
There's always a way.
We've seen crazier things. We've seen big mistakes shape games, shape entire series. And HLE need to be clean as they're going to go all in onto Alulu, who just trades with her ult, but maybe that was the whole point. Zingo's Faker trying to just zone this one away, but we have the Combat Herald already down. ZI was taken and looking for more. He's just going to turn towards mid and look to crash into mid. And might be able to get this one low enough. But either way, it's enough pressure into mid.
It's that they don't have tempo, that they don't have pressure. FaZe needs to be in a position to actually pressure the enemy AD carry here.
Right, trying to beat Guma into something, but again, Wild Growth helping out quite a lot against that Nefiri. They are still going to get the exhaust and the flash away. Alongside of that Wild Growth, obviously Kanavi looking for the angle here, but... I don't know, it looks like the collapse coming in. There's the TP, and now immediately HLE realize what is going on. They're able to back away. and actually get position here. But now we got a TP in from the Shen. Immediate taunt does come down, but still Zeus pretty tanky. Still has to back away, and now HLE have lost their position here on the Dragon for now.
They need to start working on it, though, T1 do, if they are going to take it, and that's going to require a bit of a split here. Oner soloing it as they hold this banana brush. Vision control is so paramount here. Guma pushing forward.
Guma's trying to just lead the charge here, and immediately is just going to get blown up. Leads the charge, dies, and now we're going to see Zeus going in, and he is going to fall. They do take out the jungler of T1, but that is about it. As now T1 up a member. Flash comes in, double taunt from Faker. As they're looking for more, they're going to get some flashes out of HLE, but it's still a one-team fight here for T1.
I mean, yes, you have Zeka as backup, but wasn't able to do anything there as this would be crazy. No way.
No.
No way, Kanavi.
No way. Go away.
They're also like not just trying to secure the dragon. They're like, we're going to kill him.
Yes, Smite though, he's able to get in, and no, they get distracted by someone else, the Cassiopeia. Now they do take him down, but Kanavi gets in, picks up a couple of kills. At least they are able to get the punish on a delight. But now Kanavi in an awkward spot. He's going to get taunted up. Guma doesn't really have much backup here, trying to save Elise Sin. Not really going to work out for him. He is going to flash away, but now you're going to lose your flash and potentially go down. As trying to save him, he is not able to. And now we got a weird breakdown as it's a 1v1 between a Nefiri and a Shen. But HLE, you know, importantly, they got the Dragon. We do still have this 1v1 going on. Oner just trying to kite it out with the little doggies.
The Titanic
is going to jump away.
Here fighting near Baron.
Yeah, a lot of damage being traded just mostly onto HLE. We saw Culling coming down, but they're able to back away, importantly. Once again, it's definitely the position they want to be in, as now they're trying to get on top of Faker, who's in a rough spot himself, just soaking up a ton of damage. Gets polymorphed. He's still alive, though. This Faker very tanky here on the Galio.
Bush, we're making it a party.
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting spot because there's no objective over here. Oner's not going to expect this as he's running face first into it. He's had no idea as now the Galio comes down, but they get in, they get out. And it's a very nice pick here from the side of HLE. Even the wild growth on the follow-up from Kanavi is huge. They get a couple.
Then not walk into that CC.
Yeah, has Randuin's.
It feels like it's a lock.
His flash is up so soon, so they could stall it out for that as well.
True, and it doesn't look like T1 are going to get an opportunity, as that's going to be the ult in from Faker.
No Galio ult here.
And 2 seconds, 1 second, Guma flash back up. There is a flank coming in, though.
Oh, this flank could go so hard in this one. We'll see how it is going to work, as immediately Doran is able to access, but he's going to get knocked up. In goes the Nefiri. Big taunt is there for the follow-up. Not quite. A lot of damage done, but Doran already down. In goes Kanavi, and he takes the Infernal Soul away from the hands of T1. Picks up the double kill. And HLE are beginning to run away with this game as another kill goes to Kanavi. The steal is there on top of the triple kill.
Infernal Soul lose an inhibitor. And Kanavi goes back in here initially to push on the Doran, and then peel here for the backline, and then decides that, hey, you know what, I'm going to taxi on this Lucian. Steals the Dragon, kills the Nefiri, and the Melio, mind you. And he's looking to clean up house on Pays, who he used to get into the Dragon in the first place.
Twice in that situation. Even if he didn't secure the smite, that would have been a great play. But the fact he gets it too, and now Doran is in big trouble.
Oh, Doran's in a lot of trouble here as Dominus comes in, and we have more. There's more members of HLE that are coming in here, so that's where you are going to get the secure.
Their comp with the siege they have and the Infernal Soul should just eventually wear T1 down.
You can see they're just kind of brute forcing it. Zeus is going to taunt into multiple members, and now he has to try to flash away. Lots of damage is there. As you do have, whoa! Okay, he's okay. He's back, and that's going to be the inhibitor in mid and top now, taking down.
TP here from Doran for the flank, but he's so far away.
And now Faker going to just, okay, that's going to be the Melio ult that does come out, and now Faker's still in a lot of trouble, although it does bait Kanavi pretty low, but I think the wallets are just too heavy. The front line is there, and the damage dealers have all the room in the world to take them out as Zeka does go very deep. And you see, Guma didn't quite follow the train, but he's just trying to get the wave in here, it looks like, as HLE, I think, from this position, should be able to close it out. You could probably still hear the hesitation in my voice, but that is going to be the kick away, and Guma will be safe this time. Oner desperate to try to do something, but it is too far gone. HLE should be taking this game number 3, as Oner also is going to go down, and HLE jump ahead in the series.